Here we are, ICAST 2019 in Orlando with Brandon Lester. We're at the Win booth. Brandon, ICAST is always a cool time. You get to recharge your batteries mid-season. You know, you've got half of your work's done, half left, but you kind of get to see all your sponsors that help you out throughout the year. But then also you get to unveil some cool stuff that the public's going to be able to use, in the next couple months.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is an awesome show to come to. There's always a lot of really cool stuff. I've already seen a lot of really cool stuff walking around the show this morning, some from my sponsors and some not, but there's a lot of cool stuff here, man. It's a good place to be for sure.
So the public doesn't get to experience this. They do the Classic. Those are the two biggest shows, ICAST and the Classic. You get to buy stuff at the Classic. You just get to look here. Retailers get to say, hey, I need to stock this, I need to stock that. So for you, do you have any new stuff out this year that you've been working on with people, or mostly just some brand new stuff that you can't wait to use from other, entities?
Yeah, it's mostly new stuff that I just can't wait to get my hands on and get on my boat. Lowrance has got a new trolling motor. That's going to be freaking awesome. I've heard a lot of cool stuff about it. I've not had a chance to get over there. I've had a pretty busy morning actually, but I'm going over there this afternoon to check that out, and it's going to be pretty special, I think. Mustad, I was over there this morning. They've got a new tungsten line, which is really cool. Got a new bladed jig type bait that's looking pretty neat. I can't wait to try that out. So they're definitely innovating and coming up with some new stuff. So definitely excited about that tungsten though. They got drop shot weights, they got worm weights, they got flipping weights all the way up to 2 ounce. I like to drop a big weight. So
hey, I know you like to drop a small weight too, because the St. Lawrence, that's what that's the next event up on tab, and that's where you had the chance for your first Elite Series event win last time. Such a special place. It's ranked number 1 in the Bassmaster Top 100. Rightfully so. We saw the college results just a few weeks ago, how awesome that fishery is, but it's always different when we go there. We've gone there never the same week. It's always been a different week, whether it's early or later. For you, how do you think this will be different or the same as other events we've had there? And also, how do you avoid from fishing history? You did well. How do you avoid from getting sucked into those same spots or that same deal if it's not working?
Man, it is. It's such a trap. But anytime you're on a river like that, you have to remember, rivers change. Little hard spots and stuff, they move around on you. And this year we're going about the same time as we were there last year, but the water level's different this year. From what I understand, it's 2 or 3 feet higher. Right now, I don't even think you can get through that Iroquois Dam. So I've really got my fingers crossed that we're going to get to even go and fish the entire river. I know in the college tournament they were confined to right there around Waddington. If that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. It's the same for everybody. I'm not going to worry about it, but that place is real special, and I can't wait to get back there. I love catching smallmouth.
Hey, if anything, if you do have to stay in that Waddington to Messina area, just going to showcase how good that pool is, because we always think about the Waddington and St. Lawrence River in past years. Run to the lake, Polinick runs to the lake, and then you've got guys making those long runs. You're going to be saving money if you don't have to run, and you're going to showcase how good that pool is on the St. Lawrence River, which is going to be which is unique. But hey, if they're anything like the Tennessee River is, we weren't sure if the Classic was going to happen, and all of a sudden it was low when we got there. But ICAST, always a special time for you. Evaluate your first half of your year. We're coming off Guntersville, a great event for you there, top 10. We had a lot of fun watching you on Bassmaster Live. I don't know if we've seen more fish get caught off the same spot. It just so happened that you had to share it with another top 10 angler, but you guys put on an awesome show on a great fishery.
Thank you. I mean, Guntersville's a special place for me. I grew up fishing there. I've been fishing there since I was 16, 17 years old. I fished club tournaments there. I fished college tournaments there. But this whole first half of the year, I've had 2 top 10s in the Open so far, that 1 top 10 on the Elites, sitting 14th, I believe, in points. So, that's right where you want to be. I can't complain at all. If a couple of bad days of fishing are as bad as my bad days get, I think I'm doing all right.
So, looking ahead, I don't want to look too far ahead because we know how fishing can change, but how excited would you, maybe, let's just say 2020 Bassmaster Classic 50th anniversary at Lake Guntersville, a place that you love always but just did well there?
Yeah, that time of the year, any local history or any local knowledge that I've had, that pre-spawn time of year, it's pretty much going to level the playing field, but there's no place I would rather be during the pre-spawn probably than right there on Lake Guntersville or on the Tennessee River. Anytime I'm anywhere on the Tennessee River, I feel comfortable. I feel at home. Guntersville has went through a lot of changes. You know, the grass is changing. It's changing every day over there, and every year it's definitely changing. So I'll have to learn it just like everybody else. But I definitely want to be at the 2020 Classic, no doubt.
So pre-spawn at Guntersville, question for you here. We know we saw Paul Mueller 32-3, the biggest 5-fish limit ever in Bassmaster Classic history on Guntersville. Could we see 25 a day and maybe threaten that 75-pound mark I think that Rick Clunn set for 3 days for a Classic? That's a tall task, but pre-spawn at Guntersville, stuff can get really stupid. You know that.
It can. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible on Guntersville. I don't know that it's realistic. Somebody will definitely catch an upper 20s bag, possibly a 30-pound bag one day for sure, but 25 for 3 days in a row is a pretty tall order, even on a place like Guntersville. You know, the weights will probably be better because there won't be as many of us out there, and those fish will be pre-spawned. They'll be as big as they're going to be all year long. You're going to see some giants, like 8, 9, maybe even 10 pluses. But I don't know. It's going to take a lot of weight. You better catch them, that's for sure. 20
pounds a day in late June is pretty good on Guntersville, and that's what you guys just did this 2 weeks ago or whatever at Guntersville. But Lester, ICAST is always a cool time. You get to recharge your batteries. People spend vacations here either before or after. I know that you've had a good time with your family after this little bit of a break, but how much does it get you itching when you know you got 4 events left? You've got St. Lawrence, Cayuga, back down to Fort Gibson, and then AOY at Lake St. Clair. Those are some diverse but also great fisheries, and it could really mix up the angler of the year. You're in 14th, but I don't think you're out of it for points-wise. You could get a top 5 finish in AOY, or even, depending on how it goes, maybe you get some revenge and win at the St. Lawrence. You could put your name in the hat for winning Angler of the Year.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, looking at the point spread, I feel like I've still got a shot. It's a long shot, but I don't feel like I'm out of it. So I don't know, man. We'll just have to see what happens. But yeah, being here at ICAST and seeing all this new stuff to a fisherman and a competitor, you're like, man, just get me to the water. You know, I do enjoy the downtime. I got a wife and 2 girls. They're actually at Disney World as we speak right now. And I enjoy my downtime. I enjoy my time with them. My family means everything to me. But yeah, I'm ready to get back to fishing, no doubt.
Well, it seems like Brandon Lester might have 50, 75, maybe 100 pounds more tackle in his boat for the St. Lawrence once we get all this new stuff packed into his truck. But here we are, ICAST 2019 with Brandon Lester. Make sure you follow on Bassmaster social medias. We're going to have more live videos for today, tomorrow, and the rest of the week. Check out Brandon Lester's social media, rest of the Elite Series pros. They're going to give you an inside look at all of their sponsor booths and the new stuff that'll be hitting the shelves at your local tackle shop coming up soon.